Thanks, Jonah. I'm here to talk about today why cheaper tires are not always your best option. With my personal experience, lately customers come into the shop and they say they need tires and they're like, what's the cheapest thing you have? And that's what I want. Dads come in, they're like, oh, it's just my daughter's car, put the cheapest on there. Seriously. And I'm going to tell you guys why that is not necessarily your best option. So my qualifications and background, like Jonah said, I've worked in the automotive industry for over 2 years back at home in St. Charles. I've been trained on site, so everything I do is personal hands-on experience. And then I'm an agribusiness management major, so it can relate to anyone's major since you guys all drive cars. So my objectives today, I want to differentiate between internet and local prices, describe the advantages of buying better tires, and identify where better tires can help the environment, which is a big topic right now. So, differentiate between internet and local prices. A lot of you guys get on the internet and shop around and realize that you can buy things on the internet cheaper, like Amazon or any website. Companies like Tire Rack are able to sell tires way cheaper than we can at the local stores because they can sell wholesale. But what you don't realize is you might have to pay for shipping, which is an added cost. Once you get the tires, you got to find someone who will put them on unless you can do it yourself, which is very unlikely. We actually try and shun people away from doing that because we don't want to put on someone else's tires for our own reason. If we damage their tire and we don't carry it, it would cost us a lot of money to order whatever tire that they had, and it takes time. Warranties. So tire warranties come through whoever you bought them from, typically. So if you buy it from us locally, you can come to our shop and we'll fix it. We'll have it fixed the next day if you ever have a problem. If you buy it online, you're going to have to take it somewhere, have to take off the tire, ship it into them, and then they'll ship one back to you and pay someone to put it back on. And then tire disposal fee. So in the state of Missouri, there's a $3 tax on every tire that you dispose of. There's no way around that. So the local price and online price, these are the same tires, Firestone, same size, 265/70/17 is a truck tire. Looking at it, you guys can tell that for a set of 4, compared to us, they're almost $100 cheaper online. But then I added in the installation fee. We charge $25.50 a tire for 17-inch tires, so times 4. Plus the $3 tax times 4, and it ends up being almost $30 more expensive than our local price. Plus you don't have your local warranty through us. So next I'm going to describe the advantages of buying better tires. First off will be ride quality. Obviously the more expensive ones are going to drive better. And actually we have a problem with the cheaper tires that we can't get them to balance out because they have flat spots. And we'll put them on a customer's car, they'll drive them for a week, realize that they hate them, bring them back, and then we have to put something else on, so we're doing work twice. Next would be safety. The better tires handle better in wet conditions like ice and snow and rain, obviously. And next is nationwide manufactured warranty. So big name companies like Firestone I showed before are nationwide. If you buy one in California, you can get the same one here in Missouri. But if you buy a lower quality tire from a cheaper company, you might come back here and no one has it, so there's not going to be anywhere to warranty it. So that would be another factor. And then cost per mile, I've actually determined here on the next slide and then on the sheets that if everyone can get in the groups and look at it. So this is a comparison that I looked at work. And the runway tires are the cheapest. These are all the same size tires for all season car. Nokians would be the most expensive. And then I highlighted the mileage warranty. So given all conditions are okay, the Nokian should last 80,000 miles versus the runway should last half that, which is 40,000. So the runways look significantly cheaper since for a price of 4 is only $483 versus $531 for the Nokians. And then I determined with the math that I've shown on there that it would cost you almost double per 100 miles if you buy the cheaper tires. It costs you 30 cents per 100 miles versus 16.5 cents. Same with the Hancooks and Yokohamas. These really don't have too much of a price difference. They're only $15 more per tire. And you can tell that the long run are actually a better deal because they cost 2 cents cheaper per 100 miles. And then safety, the Yokohamas versus Hancooks. Like I said, they're only $15 more, and you can tell that the handling on wet, dry conditions and snow is significantly better. I mean, on ice it's unacceptable according to TireRack.com. And the Yokohama is superior and excellent in most categories. And then also, how much tread you need to stop. Cheaper tires wear out faster because obviously they don't last as long. So the less tread you have, the longer it takes to stop, which is another factor. So whenever someone's dad's saying put the cheapest tires on my daughter's car, it could take her almost twice as long to stop if there's a leak. And then lastly, identify ways better tires help the environment. So low rolling resistance. It's a new technology that a lot of companies are putting in. The rolling resistance on a tire affects how long that your car can keep the tire going without putting any more force into it. They're trying to lower that so it reduces gas, or increases fuel economy and reduces use of gas. Environmentally friendly resources. So companies like Nokian, they're a finished tire. They use natural oils and rubbers instead of crude oil, which most tires are made out of. It costs a little bit more, but it's more environmentally friendly. And then lower used tire waste disposal. So every time you guys get new tires, if you buy the cheaper ones, you're going to have to get new ones more often. Those junk tires have to go somewhere. And basically, they go to a dump. But they've been trying to recycle them, which is a little bit better, but there's still 290 million used tires disposed each year in the U.S. So we could reduce that by buying a little bit more expensive tires. I mean, like I've shown in previous slides, it could be a difference of $15 per tire and you can get a better quality. And then the rolling resistance is a fact off of Bridgestone.com. Is tire rolling resistance has an impact on vehicle fuel consumption. Estimated to range about 4% during urban driving to 7% during highway driving. That's a big difference. You wouldn't think that your tires could affect your fuel economy, but it has a huge impact. And then I found this on Bridgestone's website. I think it's kind of cool and I want to share it with you guys. So you can calculate your fuel savings by choosing a car. I'll just pick a pretty average car that people drive. Saying you're getting 25 miles to the gallon and gas is around $2 a gallon. It'll calculate your savings. It's kind of cool because it shows that you can save $247 a year almost in gas. And it shows how many gallons of gasoline and CO2 emissions are reduced, which I think is cool. So my call to action, I want you guys to realize that the benefits outweigh the cost of buying more expensive tires in the long run. I'm not necessarily saying go buy the most expensive tires out there, but definitely do some research before you go buy. As you can tell, the internet price isn't necessarily cheaper unless you have someone that will put them on for free. But not only cost, safety factors like I showed before, the handling in wet and dry conditions and stopping, that not only your safety but everyone else's safety on the road. And environmentally friendly. I think that's a big deal because we rely so much on oil and tires are made out of oil. Plus the waste from used tires. Like I said, they are trying to recycle them and use them for like school jungle gyms and stuff, but that's a work in progress. And then like I said, don't necessarily buy the most expensive ones because you just have to do a little research and I mean it could be a difference of like $15 like I said before. So a review, I differentiated between internet and local prices, describe the advantage of buying better tires, and identify ways tires help the environment. And here are my references. And do you guys have any questions? Yes.
So I know like nitrogen instead of air in tires is becoming like more of a thing. Do you see that like at all, like when you're changing tires, or do you think it's gonna catch on?
It might catch on. Like I said before, we sell it, but not very often because I think it's like $10 a tire, and so it'd be $40 extra when it's air is free. So it is a cool concept. I think people should do it, but it's just more expensive. Anything else? Thank you.